Sivan, where are you? The house is a mess, and you haven't done any chores today. You're such a lazy and irresponsible wife. Hi, Sue. I'm at the supermarket with my friends. I'm buying some groceries for the next few days. What? You're at the supermarket? Are you kidding me? There's still a lot of food in the fridge that you haven't cooked or eaten. Why are you wasting money on more food? Well, I'm going to leave the house for a few days soon. So I wanted to prepare some food for Jaden when I'm not here. He likes to have home-cooked meals, you know. Leave the house? Where are you going? Why are you not staying at home? I'm going to visit my mother in my hometown for a few days. She's been feeling lonely and sick lately, so I want to spend some time with her and take care of her. Visit your mother? How dare you? You should be staying at home and taking care of your husband. He's your priority, not your mother. Your mother is nothing but a burden and a nuisance. She raised you to be a useless and selfish woman who can't even do her duties as a wife. And don't get me started on how you've never given me any grandchildren. You're such a disappointment and a failure. Sue, please stop. You have no right to talk about me or my mother like that. You're being rude and disrespectful. My mother is a wonderful and kind person who deserves love and care. And I'm not a useless or selfish woman. I love Jaden, and I do my best to make him happy. And having children is not something that you can force or demand. It's a personal and private matter between me and Jaden. Don't talk back to me, Sivan. You're being ungrateful and insolent. I'm your mother-in-law, and you should listen to me and obey me. I know what's best for you and Jaden. And what's best is for you to stay home and serve him like a good wife should. And having children is not a personal or private matter. As a wife and daughter-in-law, it's your duty and obligation to give me heirs and carry on the family name. You're being selfish and irresponsible by not having children. Well, it's really a complex and personal matter, you know. I mean, babies are not something that you can just order or schedule. And there are also many other factors to consider, such as our health, our finances, our careers, our plans. Basically, I don't think this is really something you can control or predict. I was hoping that as a woman who has experienced motherhood before, that you would be a little more understanding and supportive of my situation, but... You would be right if you were talking about motherhood back in my day, but things are different now. I mean, surely science and medicine have advanced enough to the point where you can determine exactly when you'll conceive and deliver. To be honest, I don't think either of us are really qualified to be making those kinds of statements with any kind of confidence. After all, neither of us are doctors or experts in the field. Okay, then if that's how you're going to be, then why don't you just go to a hospital, have a doctor examine you, and let them advise you on when would be best for you? Well, I guess I could do that, but I would want Jaden to be there with me if I did. What? What does my son have to do with you getting pregnant? That doesn't make any sense. Well, I'm just one person, right? But it takes two people to make a baby. So if I did consult a doctor about our fertility, I would want to go together as a couple. Oh my gosh, sometimes I just really can't stand you. Do you know that? Why are you always trying to drag my poor Jaden down? Sorry, I don't think I quite follow what you mean by that. I only want the best for him. Well, if you even put a little bit of thought into this idea of yours, you might see how ridiculous it is. Do you know how humiliating it would be for Jaden as a man to go into a fertility clinic? He would be a laughingstock. Everyone would think he's impotent or infertile. How can you say that you want the best for him when you want him to embarrass himself like that? I'm sorry. I really don't know how to respond to that. I guess we just have very different views on some matters. But that's nothing new. I knew it. Be honest with me. You can't have any kids, can you? Are you asking me if I have some sort of medical condition? Well, like we've established here, I haven't even been to a doctor to seriously look into the possibilities of having a kid, so I really couldn't tell you. Well, then that is all the more reason to go to the doctors and have them check you out, isn't it? You never know. They might find something wrong with you, and then you might have to undergo some kind of treatment or procedure. Better to find out sooner than later, I would think. That's fine. But in any case, I still would want to go to the doctor together with Jaden. I thought I already told you that that plan was a bad idea. He doesn't belong there. Why do you keep insisting on trying to bring him there? Well, like I said, it takes two people to make a baby. What if the problem isn't with me, but with Jaden? I'm just thinking that if we're going to the doctor, then we might as well make sure we're both healthy and fertile.
Are you trying to imply that my son has some kind of defect? Do you even hear yourself?
I'm not trying to imply anything about anyone. I'm just saying that, medically speaking, neither of us has any guarantee that we can even have kids.
I am very sorry, dear, but you have just crossed several lines that you should not have. I am afraid that I will have to discuss this matter with the rest of the family.
And by the rest of the family, you mean everyone except your son's wife, right?
Well, of course. What do you have to do with us? Maybe you should just stay in your lane and do what your mother-in-law tells you,
I see. Is that what I should do?
Savon, how is your visit to your mother going? I hope she's doing well.
Sue, don't pretend to care about me or my mother. You've never shown any interest or respect for us. What do you really want to say? Just spit it out.
Fine, I'll be direct with you. I have a gift for your mother. It's a set of divorce papers. We have all decided that it would be best if you divorced Jaden.
What? Divorce him? Why would I do that?
Because we all decided together that it would be best. It was one of the things that we all unanimously agreed on, so there was no getting out of it. We all agreed that this family doesn't need a woman in it if she can't give the family any offspring. That is why I am asking you to start the divorce process with Jaden right away.
Did Jaden know about this?
Yes, of course. Jaden and I have decided to divorce you. You're not worthy of being part of our family.
How can you and Jaden do that? Jaden loves me. He would never agree to this.
Oh, he did agree. He was more than happy to get rid of you. He realized that you're nothing but a burden and a mistake. He's already looking for a new wife, a younger, prettier, smarter, and richer one. One who can give him children and happiness, especially can match his status as a successful lawyer.
I don't believe you. You're lying. You must have forced him or tricked him or threatened him. Jaden would never do this to me.
Believe what you want, Savon. But the truth is, Jaden doesn't love you anymore. He doesn't want you anymore. He wants a better woman, who is not a fatherless child raised by a single mother who only finished middle school and a failure and a disgrace.
How dare you insult me and my mother like that? You're the one who is a failure and a disgrace.
No, Savon, I'm the one who is trying to save my son and his future and make him happy and successful. And I'm doing him a favor by getting rid of you.
Oh, I see. So it's all settled then, huh? I'm curious. Is Jaden planning to come home at all tonight then?
Are you out of your mind? Did you not read what I just sent you? You two are getting divorced. Of course he's not coming home to you. But that's also irrelevant to you. The house is under Jaden's name anyway. So we also ask that you please leave right away and not put up a fight.
Oh, so you were intending to kick me out of the house too? I get it. If that's the case, then you can tell Jaden he can go home.
And why would I tell him something like that while your things are still there?
Well, because I've already moved out of the house to my friends.
Oh, really? Is that so?
Yes, and don't worry. I've already completed my part of the divorce papers and left them at the house. Please tell Jaden to submit them after he signs them. Then we'll be officially divorced.
Oh, well, I suppose I should thank you for making this much smoother than I expected. I'm glad you finally came to your senses.
As for dividing up our assets, since we were only married for about 6 months, I think most of our accounts and belongings are still separate and not joint. I don't think there will be any major need to split up our property, but if anything comes up, feel free to contact me about it. All right, I'll be going now. Please hurry and turn in the signed divorce papers so we can end this quickly.
Savon, I hope you're doing well after the divorce. I hope you find a good job soon, or else you and your mother will starve to death. You know, you didn't get any alimony or settlement from Jaden. He didn't owe you anything. You were lucky he even married you in the first place.
Sue, thank you for your concern. I'm doing great after the divorce. I already found a good job, and I'm earning more than enough to support myself and my mother. You know, I didn't want any money or property from Jaden. He didn't give me anything. He was unlucky. He even married me in the first place.
What? How dare you talk to me like that? You're such an ungrateful and disrespectful wretch. You don't deserve anything.
Sue, thank you for your compliments. I'm such a grateful and respectful person. I deserve everything. And I have all of that now, without Jaden or you in my life. And thanks for the last 6 months, I guess. I'd say it's been fun, but, you know. Anyways, see you.
That's right. You're no one to me now. You and I and our families are severed. Now, my little Jaden is single again. But I'm not worried. I know he'll find a nice wife before he knows it. And this time, I will make sure to do a proper examination of the girl and ensure she is the right girl for my Jaden and that she can actually give us grandchildren. So many things to do. I'll be so busy from here on out.
Sue, why are you here? How did you find out where I live? Why did you come to my house and ring the doorbell?
Oh my God, finally! It has been a while, hasn't it? Actually, I think it's already been something like 3 years. Isn't that incredible? You know, this isn't the first time that I tried to reach out to you. I've been trying to reach you for a long time, but you never replied to my messages or calls. This was the only way I could get you to talk to me.
We have nothing to talk about, Sue. We're over. I divorced Jaden. I left your house. Why are you still bothering me? Anyways, is there something you need from me, Sue? Spit out whatever you need from me so that we can hurry up and get through this faster.
Ha! Savan, there is no point in pretending with me. I already know the truth. Stop with these games right now.
Come on, what the heck are you talking about? Look, I have a lot of things going on in my life, and if there's anyone who doesn't have time to play games, it's me. So can you please just tell me what this is all about?
How could you do this to me, Savan? How could you try to hide something so important from me? Did you really think I would never find out?
Excuse me, you think I've been hiding something from you? When you haven't even been in my life for the last 3 years?
I told you that I wasn't interested in playing your game, Savan. Don't act like you don't know. I have so many witnesses who have seen you with their own eyes. There's no use in lying anymore. Just admit the truth so we can have a conversation like mature adults.
Sue, you need to listen to what I'm writing to you right now, okay? I don't have any idea what the heck you're talking about. Do you understand me? And if you're just going to beat around the bush, then the conversation can't go anywhere because you're not telling me what it is you want to talk about.
I have a friend who lives in your neighborhood. I've asked her to keep an eye on your house for me before. She's seen you with my grandson.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
But it's okay. I will forgive your lying and pretending. I have decided that I'm ready to welcome you back to my family. That's why I'm messaging you now.
You are what? What are you talking about right now? What grandson?
You and Jaden's little boy. And I know that you had a kid after the divorce. So you bring my grandchild back to me right now.
Your grandchild? But I've never been pregnant.
Don't you lie to me. I know that you had a child, and I know you did it with Jaden. That's my grandson. I'm his grandmother, and I have a right to meet him.
But I haven't had any kids. I really honestly don't know what you're talking about.
Don't try to hide it anymore. I'm telling you that I know the truth. I even asked my friend to take photos of you two together. You can't deny the evidence.
You sent someone to spy on and take photos of me?
It doesn't matter anymore. I've almost arrived at your house to take you back. Pack your essentials and get ready to leave right away. Oh, and if you don't want to move to my house, I can come to your house. Honestly, you live in such a lovely home. You even have a lovely yard for the boy to run around in. Why, this place looks just marvelous to raise a family. Actually, maybe I shouldn't be taking you home at all. This house looks huge. I'm sure you have plenty of extra room. I'm sure it would be more than simple for me and Jaden to move in here instead.
Sue, the doorbell is really loud and can bother neighbors. Can you please stop ringing it?
If you want me to stop, then you better get down here right now and answer this door. You should know better than to leave your mother-in-law waiting outside here.
You're making the neighbors very uncomfortable, Sue. Stop if you don't want me to call security to get you out of here. It's a red brick building. I think it would be quite hard to miss. Can you please go and wait there? I will go and meet you in a couple of minutes.
I don't know what kind of nonsense you're trying to pull here. All right, then I'll go to that cafe instead and make sure to bring me my grandson when you come here. Or else you'll regret it. Do you hear me? Savon, what is the meaning of this? You better explain yourself to me right this instant. Who is this guy that you sent to come speak for you? You know, he was talking like you two were a couple or something like that. Whoever this guy is, he clearly has the wrong idea, and you need to set him straight. I've never met such a rude and arrogant man. Did you know he even had the nerve to call himself your husband?
Yes, that is correct. We got married 2 years ago.
Are you kidding me? And does he know about your son with Jaden? You mean, are you trying to tell me that you are raising my grandchild together with this random stranger? What is wrong with you, woman?
No. Think about it, Sue. No son of mine would be your grandson.
No, you're wrong, Savon. I've done the math in my head, and it adds up perfectly by looking at him. I can tell that you probably got pregnant with this kid around the time that you submitted your divorce papers.
Even if your math was anywhere near accurate, this kid is in no way related to you.
How? That doesn't make any sense. Explain yourself right now. Unless, don't tell me you cheated on Jaden.
I'm pretty sure that the kid you saw was my husband's son from a previous marriage.
What? He had a kid from a previous marriage?
That's right. He was a single father when we got married.
And you still married him? What were you thinking? Okay then, well, if that kid is his, then where is my grandchild?
Still not really understanding what's going on here, huh?
Quit hiding him from me and let me meet him right now. It isn't right what you're doing to us.
Lady, look, I have told you. I don't know how many times yet. I have not had any kids of my own yet. I have nothing I could hide from you, even if I wanted to. Do you understand me?
I'm sick of talking to you like this. If you're so sure about all of this, then why don't you come here and face me yourself? Or did you really just think you could dump Jaden and me and forget about us as long as we were out of sight? If you think we are going to leave without ever seeing you once, then you are sorely mistaken. Come here, right now.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, Sue. But after all, you are the one who came here uninvited. Anyways, there is no way I am going down there to meet you.
So you're just going to run away again, you coward!
No, I'm not running. But I'm doing what I think is best for the child I have inside of me right now.
What did you just say?
We just found out. So there will need to be many more tests. But we are hoping that the baby is growing and healthy. And I want it to stay that way, which is why I'm going to do my best to keep it out of harm's way. And that especially includes meeting you in person.
You mean that means that you can get pregnant?
Isn't that the whole reason that you reached out to me in the first place? Because you had heard they already had a kid of my own.
Well, yes. But I just came here so that I could confirm for myself whether or not what my friend told me was true. And if it wasn't, then I was completely ready to go back to thinking you were just a barren old hag.
Okay, well, that was really rude. Can you two please just go home now? Jaden and I are already divorced. We have nothing holding us together. No need to be in each other's lives anymore. I thought we had already established this. It shouldn't be news.
But this changes things now. If you can get pregnant, then that means you really could have another chance with my Jaden. It's not too late.
You think I even want another chance with Jaden? Like some kind of gamble where the stakes are my whole life or something?
What's the matter? Come now. Don't be so dramatic. And besides, just what is wrong with getting back together with Jaden anyways?
Everything. I mean, isn't it just like you said? It was Jaden when we talked about the divorce. Did he ever push back on what you said? It's already been 3 years since we were together. But I still remember there was one time that we were together. And at the dinner table, you just kept hurling abuse at me. And he just sat there, saying nothing and looking down at the table.
And just what is wrong with that? It's not his place to interrupt me, so I don't see any issue there.
Oh my goodness, do you really need me to spell it out for you?
What are you talking about? Just spit it out.
I am saying that I don't want to marry a man with an Oedipal complex.
What? You think my son thinks of me like that? You're sick.
And if you think that I'm going to go back to living with a husband who wants to sleep with his mother while she bullies me mercilessly, well, then you are just delusional. I will never go back to that. Never.
Do you think he has a complex?
Yes, that's what I just said. Your son is a little weirdo in love with his even stranger mother.
What did you just say to me?
It doesn't matter. In any case, you're lucky that I am pregnant and shouldn't be getting mad at you for the sake of the baby. So I will be ending this conversation now.
Wait, right there. You have to remarry Jaden. He's got no one else. And besides, what am I supposed to do? I've already gone around to all my neighbors to tell them that you have my grandson and that you and Jaden are going to get remarried. Do you know how embarrassing it will be for me to go around and tell them all that it wasn't true? Just imagine it. You wouldn't want me to go through with that. Please, everything will be okay if you just marry Jaden again. I need this. Sivan, are you listening to me? I am being serious right now. This isn't a game.
After that, Sue and Jaden tried showing up at the house again and refused to leave. They kept banging on the door and yelling at us to come out. Finally, my husband got so fed up that he went outside and confronted them. He told them that if they didn't leave, he would call the police. That seemed to scare them off, and they hightailed it out of there. Later, I heard from another person in the neighborhood that there was a strange lady going around and stopping young women and asking them to carry her son's child. She said she would pay them a lot of money if they agreed. Needless to say, the police were called before long, and she was arrested for harassment. Maybe Jaden did end up going to get examined to see if he could have kids. I wonder if they had bad news for him. I shouldn't be making assumptions, but after all this happened, I heard that Jaden suddenly had a huge change of character. He left his house and his clingy, controlling mother. Apparently, he did not leave quietly, though, and many people saw him shouting that he didn't like his mom in that way as he stormed out. He said he was going to start a new life somewhere else. As for Sue, now she lives a sad life, all alone in her home. She has no one to talk to or care for her.